derivative. So true story. I was recording and I was trying to remember the episode and then my recording device shut off. I was like, no! Anyway, I'm gonna like start over. I'm currently like an hour and a half early to work, which is stupid of me. But I had no appointments before work, so... And I had nowhere else to go. But anyway, this is my reaction rant to Arrow, Season 6, Episode 12. And if you're wondering whose car this is, don't worry. This car is actually a friend of mine. So usually, shit. My hand hurts. What you call it? Usually, I do this if I'm recording it at work. I'm usually in the car, but I didn't really want to fall asleep in the car, because knowingly me, because I'm not feeling very well at all. If I fall asleep in the car, I'm not gonna wake up right, like on time. Like an hour and a half is not a good time cushion for me to be falling asleep in the car. If it was like 4 hours or something, like I used to before I had my appointments, then yeah, I would have easily just fell asleep, because I got like a 4 to 5 hour window cushion. I could just wake up and I'm still early. Anyway, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, this is my reaction rant to The Flash Season 6, Episode 12. It's either titled All for Nothing or All or Nothing. It will definitely be in the descriptions. I'll get the title properly. But like, Oliver is afraid that he's running out of money, because remember, Kate and James told him, pay me like, what was it, like $10 million? I forgot how much money it was. I know it was like in the millions. It's either millions or billions, but I want to say millions. And he's like, pay me $10 million and all that shit. If you don't pay me, this bomb that I have, I'm gonna detonate that shit. And like, everyone's batshit scared, including Vince. If you remember who Vince is Dinah's former partner from the Central City Police Department, who we all assumed was dead, but he turned out to be alive, and he turned out to be a vigilante. And amazingly enough, part of Kate and James's team. So that's the oddball part about this, is the fact that he's worried. So he agrees to pretty much be the infiltrator. They're like, okay, we need the location of this bomb. We need it so we can find it and deactivate it, right? Fair enough. And of course, since, Vince is himself scared, it's a perfect person to infiltrate, right? You would think. And like, there you go. I have like no light anywhere. Anyway, basically, he goes in and tries to retrieve the data from Kate and James's mainframes. And he managed to successfully send that shit to Felicity, but unfortunately, he is caught by his team. I knew it would not turn out very well. I really didn't. Because, like, it would have been way too easy. And plus, I had a feeling that there's going to be a moment where someone on Kate and James's team was going to find out that Vince has been talking to Dinah. At least. That's what I thought. And it turns out I was right. Because he ends up getting caught and found out and deemed a traitor to the team. And of course, because he was caught... shit, sorry, I'm sorry, hang on guys. I'm trying so hard to get good lighting here, but I can't get good lighting for shit. He ends up getting captured by his own team and unfortunately tortured by Anatoly. And keep this in mind who Anatoly is. Remember, Oliver rolled with Anatoly. He knows all about the torture shit that Anatoly is capable of. So yeah, we saw that shit and it did not look good. We saw some knives, we saw some tweezers. Tweezers. Anyway, yeah, he ends up getting tortured. But of course, like I said, he was successful in sending Felicity the data. And so Oliver's like, hey guys, he's telling the other vigilante team, which consisted of Curtis, Dinah, and Renee, like, we need to find this bomb. But of course, Dinah's like, nah, I'm gonna go after Vince, right? And she even gave a good point. It's like, I bet you if it was Felicity or even your wife Diggle, there'd be no question who we're going after first, right? Your wives. So what makes Vince any different, right? She had a point, because we all know if it was Felicity or in fact Lila in the situation Vince was in, there would be no doubt that Diggle and Oliver would go after them, right? So I give points to Dinah for that one, because yeah, very valid point on that point right there. But anyway, and of course Curtis and Renee go with Dinah to rescue Vince, while Diggle and Oliver try to go after the bomb. Unfortunately, I'm gonna pretty much finish off with Diggle and not really finish the video, but finish off Diggle and Oliver's little journey. They were unsuccessful because they had lack of manpower. Because it was just the two of them, they were unable to retrieve the bomb before it got moved. So they were shit out of luck, mainly because, you know, the other three left to go help save Vince. And now to the other team. Oh my god, it was very heartbreaking, because I really hope there was redemption for Vince, especially when he started communicating with Dinah again. I really thought, you know, hey, redemption time for Vince, right? Because, you know, he's obviously still loves Dinah, do anything for her, he protects her, and he's even protected members of her team. Like we saw at one point when both vigilante teams were fighting Kate and James's men, we did see we did see Vince actually shoot one of his own men to protect Wild Dog, Renee. So I was hoping for redemption. There was technically a redemption because because he agreed to do such a dangerous mission, because we all know you infiltrate your own team, you double cross the bad guy. You're with the bad guys and you double cross them somehow, some way. It's gonna come back, and he knew the risks. He still agreed anyways to pretty much save the city, you know, from the bomb. And also, we all know he did it for Dinah. Come on now. But anyway, I can't get good lighting for shit. I'm like walking around. Anyway, so yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if it was Kate and James or Anatoly, but someone on that team pretty much knew that, you know, someone was gonna come after Vince, so pretty much used Vince as bait. And unfortunately, like, Dinah ends up getting separated from Renee and Curtis, but ends up finding where our beloved Vince is. But unfortunately, a bunch of rubble ends up falling on her, and she's trapped, and she can't do shit. She can't even do her canary cry in her situation. And I forgot what his name was. It definitely wasn't Kate and James. It was that geezer dude with the glasses, along with Black Siren show up. And poor Vince, I think with the explosion and everything, he ends up getting hurled into like the cement wall, broken cement there. And you know how sometimes the cement thing has like metal rods and all that shit, and it was like sticking out and everything? Yeah, he got thrown to that, and he's like dangling from a metal rod in his like shoulder. I'm like, ugh. When I saw that, I was like, bro, that's gross. I've seen some gross shit, but that's just wrong. That was just ugh. But anyway, of course that geezer with the glasses, he's impressed by, you know, Vince's tolerance to pain. But unfortunately, he makes Black Siren. He's like, Black Siren, go kill him. He's a traitor. And you actually can see the hesitation in Laurel. You actually can see it, because she's like, what? You want me to kill him and all that stuff? You want me to execute him? You actually can see the hesitation. So there might be some hope for Earth 2's Laurel Lance, our Black Siren, to actually redeem herself later on or something, because she looks shocked, and at the same time she looks like she's definitely hesitating to kill him. I'm not surprised, because I believe in that episode, our beloved Captain Lance, I'm gonna forever call him Captain Lance even though he's not a captain, but our beloved Captain Lance, he at one point had a run-in with Laurel and showed all his little memorial of his Laurel and how she was a hero. So I think that might have kind of tipped her a little bit into, you know, trying to, with a little compassion, you know what I mean? But anyway, unfortunately, course, Geezer with the glasses like questioning her loyalty. He's like, are we gonna have to kill and or torture and kill you and question because we're questioning your loyalty? And of course, she's scared. She doesn't want to die, right? So she has no choice. And poor Dinah has to watch helplessly as Black Siren goes up to frickin' Vince's ears, and Canary cries the living hell out of it. And you see his face go pale. You see veins coming out. I'm like, oh my god, that's just wrong, messed up. And then they end up leaving. Renee and Curtis finally manage to get to Dinah, which is very coincidental that they end up finding Dinah right after the bad guys leave, after they kill off Vince. It's like, really? Where were you guys during the killing? But anyway, yeah. They set her free, and Dinah tries to wake poor Vince up, but of course Renee's like, D, he's gone. And we just see the most heartbreaking crying of Dinah ever. Because remember, she already thought she lost him before, when the particle accelerator exploded. To lose him twice. Like, really, like, she thought he was dead already. So, she mourned him already. So, to actually find out he's alive only to lose him again, not cool, man. Not cool. Anyway, of course we see Oliver at the end. I'm just gonna go skip to the end. We see Oliver try to like apologize for the death of Vince, trying to justify everything. And of course Dinah's like, you know what, I did it your way, you convinced me to do it your way, and I tried convincing Vince to do it your way. You know what? The only way to get justice is to just use bullets. So Dinah's gonna go on a rampage, because the last thing she said was she's coming after Black Siren, which I'm not surprised, because Black Siren in the end, even though she looked like she hesitated, because obviously she looked like she didn't want to kill Vince, but in the end it was in fact Black Siren that killed Vince. Dinah's on savage mode. Remember when we first met Dinah, she was just flying bullets everywhere, just killing people, until Oliver managed to convince her otherwise. So yeah, she's going back to her old ways. She's pissed, man. Anyway, I don't know what that's gonna be for her actual teammates. If she goes back to her old ways again, back to her bullets flying, no shits given attitude. And I have a feeling like either Renee or Curtis or even Oliver's team might have to intervene if Dinah's doing that again. Just saying. But anyway, that is my reaction rant to Arrow Season 6, Episode 12. And I will see you for Black Lightning, Season 1, Episode 4, titled Black Jesus. Bye, guys.